Now, we are talking about breast cancer this morning. I am here with Tracy Buscher, a mammography tech lead at Castle Medical Center, and Deb Saggers. Now, Deb is a music teacher at Mokampu Elementary School. She is also a breast cancer survivor. Hello, thank you both for being here. Deb, why don't we start with you? Now, you were part of Castle Medical Center Pink Glove dance video last year. I remember that video. How could you relate to your part in that video?
Well, the video showed the process of somebody going through finding, the mammography and all the way to the end. And my experience relates to that storyline because when I first went to Castle, I had never had a mammogram before. I was going because of a suspicious lump. And actually, Tracy here was the mammographer that I dealt with. And just as the lady was leading me through that whole process in the video, Tracy was really actually very calming and reassuring because I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect, and so that was really helpful. I also did my radiology there and my biopsy, and I still go now for my post-cancer treatment just to keep the cancer away.
So the lump that you found, was that during a self-exam?
I actually did find the lump during a self-exam. I assumed it was a cyst, and my PCP found something else that she thought was cancerous, and that's why I was sent in. But Tracy, actually, when she said, has your doctor talked to you about this? And I thought, oh my goodness, that's the one I thought wasn't anything. And I think she was really very alert to her patients because I think she saw that uncertainty. It was very comforting and just kind of led me through the process and reassured me the whole way.
Sounds like you got a lot of support from the hospital.
I did. The people at Castle, they're really very compassionate and alert to what's going on around them. And every experience that I've had there has been a positive one, and everybody's been encouraging and helps you to focus on what's positive and good. So.
Sure. Tracy, explain to everyone what you do at Castle.
Well, I'm a registered technologist. I have been for 25 years. We provide quality services in women's health at Castle Outpatient Imaging Center, and that's where we offer the digital mammography, both 2D and 3D tomosynthesis. Let's see, ultrasound, and we do DEXA scans, which in layman's term is a bone density scan to check for osteoporosis. But basically, we advocate for our patients.
And you had an impact on Deb, as she mentioned. How does that make you feel? I mean, I'm sure that you see a lot of women come in for their mammograms.
Yeah, it's, well, I mean, she's a perfect example of early detection can save a life, and it's very emotional and rewarding in itself. So just helping people, educating people, making a difference is just wonderful.
I mean, mammograms are encouraged for all women over the age of 40, right? But if it's in your family, they recommend you going in early. But I know, it's so weird. We've made such a it's been in the news for so long about the importance of early screening and getting mammograms, yet some women still say they're too busy or they put it off. But if you detect it early, it's curable, right?
That's what I try to encourage people as I share, not to self-diagnose, that if there's something suspicious, and that's another thing, that self-awareness, because I think many women don't do the self-exam because they're like, oh, it all feels the same, and it's really not about everything feeling lumpy. It's about knowing what you feel like and knowing what's different.
Right.
And when you find something different, go get it checked out. Don't assume it's something else, because that's what I did. I assumed that my cancer was something else, and I didn't pay attention to it. And I was very fortunate that it was slow growing, and so we were still able to catch it early, but that's not always the case.
Right.
Some of them are very aggressive. So.
Well, thank you both so much for being here today, and Deb, thank you for sharing your story with us, and we hope that women who are at home and watching, and even men too, get checked, right? That's the whole goal of this month.